Hello, everyone, and welcome to lesson 2 of our third module. Now, in this lesson, we're going to be looking at 5 traffic sources that works really well with quizzes. All right. Now, the first traffic source we're going to talk about is Facebook and Instagram, or Meta. Now one of the reasons why Meta works so well with quizzes is because it is incredibly shareable. All right. Now, people take a quiz, and if it's done well, they'll like to share it with their friends and their social network. Now, Facebook and Instagram is very effective for 2 reasons. Now, the first is when someone takes your quiz and they share it on a platform like Facebook, it has the tendency and the possibility to go viral. People share it with one friend, they share it with 2 friends, and before you know it, it begins to get shared all over the place, and then your quiz has gone viral, and your quiz going viral is kind of like free traffic to your quiz and free leads, and that way you're generating tons of leads without having to pay for it. Now, secondly, if you're driving paid advertising on Facebook, Facebook pays you for all that engagement. All right. Now, the way they pay you is that they say, let's drive the cost of advertising for this particular client based on the engagement he's getting or this particular content. Let's drive the cost of advertising for him to be cheap. And that is the reason why, people are able to generate leads for 11 cents, 20 cents, per lead on the back of a quiz funnel. Okay. Now, the second is YouTube. Now, YouTube is a great traffic source. Now, for example, you can put out a YouTube video. So, for example, I can put a quick YouTube 1-minute video saying, hey, my name is Elvis. And one of the biggest questions that people have is, should I buy a business or a franchise? So I've put together this free quiz called, should I buy a business or franchise? Click the link below and I'll see you on the other side. Something as easy as this. You've kind of introduced the quiz, introduced your business, introduced the pain points, and you've kind of directed them to the quiz. So it's just a kind of involvement mechanism to take people from the video where they get to know you and your business more, and then you drive them to your quiz. All right. So YouTube is incredibly effective for this. Now, the next we're going to look at is Google. Now, Google is also very effective for search. Now, imagine someone going on Google and typing best email service provider, all right, or best iPhone case, or whatever it is that you're selling. Now, there's no more effective way to address these people than to say, hey, free quiz, take this quiz to find out what email service provider is right for you, or take this quiz to find out what iPhone case is right for you, and so on. All right, so Google is incredibly effective traffic source in this regard. All right, now the next traffic source we're going to look at is LinkedIn. All right, now LinkedIn is very effective for B2B spaces. All right, so if you're in a B2B space, LinkedIn is very effective. All right, now a pro tip, if you're in a B2B space and you want to take your quiz to the next level, try to position your quiz as an assessment. So calling your quiz funnel an assessment kind of adds a level of professionalism to it, which makes it to be taken a bit more seriously than if you called it a quiz. All right. So if you're in the B2B space, LinkedIn is a very effective traffic source for your quiz. All right. Now, the next is TikTok, and the final one. All right. Now, TikTok also is very effective, similar to Facebook and Instagram, because of the shareability mechanism of TikTok. All right. So it helps you to be able to reach a wider range of audience. So if you're able to kind of create like a short video, put the link to your quiz below it, and that way your audience can get redirected to your quiz after watching a video. That will be incredibly effective for TikTok. All right. Now, so these are the 5 traffic sources that work really well with quizzes. In our next lesson, we're going to be talking about how you can build an evergreen traffic system for your quiz, and that way you're continuously generating leads from the traffic coming into your website. All right, I'll see you in the next lesson. Bye-bye.